Hello, fellow beings of light. You know, I'm not even sure how to begin this because before this morning, I actually had no intention of putting out an activation for the Lunar New Year. It wasn't something that was on my schedule. It wasn't something that I felt called to do until now, until this morning, clearly. And honestly, beyond the fact that there are some snaky vibes coming through, albeit in a very non-traditional sense, I'm not all that sure of the connection between what I am being called to share today and the Lunar New Year. But here we are. Coincidence? Maybe. Divine timing, sources timing for all that has been unfolding for me over the last 2 weeks, most definitely. Let's rewind a bit though. I spent all of December and the first half of January sick, back to back, sick, essentially on a forced break with about only half of the content I had scheduled coming out. I was down about it, anxious, stressed. It was the first official month of your goddess awakening, after all. It's not a very good start, starting off already getting behind. While I was focused on those very human thoughts and feelings, I was missing out on the bigger picture. A lot of other channels and light workers were having the same struggles with being sick, with having to take a mysterious step back. What many of them got far sooner than I did was that it was necessary, that we were being prepared, calibrated for new things to come through. In my case, I'd been on a roller coaster of downloads and upgrades since the end of last spring, and it was reaching a level where I was getting a bit overwhelmed, where I was getting a bit stuck and blocked. I needed a break. I needed to take a step back. I needed to heed my own theme for the first half of winter. I needed a reset because little did I know the roller coaster wasn't over yet. I was headed for a massive drop of upgrades and downloads, and it was going to happen over 2 weeks instead of over 6, 7 months like before. That 6 weeks of preparation, of calibration, it was most definitely needed. And I am beyond grateful for it now in hindsight. So, what's been going on? My theme for the second half of winter, which started, you can probably guess, two weeks ago, it is reconnect. And boy, have I been reconnecting lately. I have been reconnecting with Kuan Yin, who joined my team a few months ago, but has kind of been sitting in the background ever since. And with her, I have been reconnecting with the mission of gridding the channels that was given to me about the same time. But I didn't know what I was meant to do with it. So it has been sitting in the background too. Until now, until the downloads and upgrades that I have been receiving regarding it, regarding my role and regarding my abilities, when it comes to holding space and working with energy fields. I am now being called to and am able to stretch and weave energy to hold open and expand the channels that communication and soul aspects travel through, that I'm now being called upon to aid in the sharing of experiences of expansion from below to above through. I have also been reconnecting with my soul aspects, what others might refer to as past lives, through a podcast series after setting them aside for a few months until my team decided it was the right time to get into that. And with them, with those soul aspects, I have been working to reconnect with the knowledge and abilities that they hold and possess, that we as a whole hold and possess, and that I need in order to carry out my missions. The first that came up was Arya, incarnated as a unique, half human, half galactic being, infused with vast knowledge regarding the levels of awareness, of consciousness, of remembrance, and served as a guide to the first wave of soul aspects that incarnated into human bodies on Earth. The second, although she is actually the fifth, was Shima. She likes to appear out of order when it comes to my soul aspects in terms of when they incarnated on Earth, as far as Earth timing goes. I'm still working on what it is she has to share with me, but I'm starting to get a good feeling that it has something to do with jumping or shifting timelines, traveling across them, because you're going to see it all ties together. And the true second soul aspect, Ela, has introduced me to the concept of multiple levels of energy work, just like there are multiple levels or dimensions of consciousness. And her ability, what she has to share with me, is work on the highest level, an ability to influence energy, to wield and shape it across time, across dimensions, across above and below, not just on the earth plane. And it is this one, what was connected with and shared on this week's podcast, that is what is coming through now, what I'm being called to share now, what I'm being called to put into practice now, even though, I kid you not, it is something that was literally received by me in the last couple of days. The first layer through my channel gridding mission, and the second using it to aid others. It's that new. I haven't even really had time to sit down and reflect and process it, let alone determine how to use it in my practice and in my content. But again, here we are. So, this will be both a guided meditation and an activation. Through it, we will be connecting with your future probabilities. With your present knowledge and abilities, as well as any current wounds and blocks, and your past knowledge and abilities across lives and dimensions, as well as any wounds or blocks that are there, all for the purpose of activating. I'm I'm going to say activating the start of you receiving connections, downloads, upgrades, and so on for a future probability selected. Weaving the foundation of a bridge between the past, present, and that future probability that will help get you there. In theory, anyway. It may shift or unfold differently. This is just how I'm seeing what is going to potentially unfold in the present. What can be accomplished here and now through a widespread offering to a group, as opposed to what can be accomplished one-on-one over time, which I'm guessing is something I need to get busy working on and developing. Joining us will be some new friends who, like I said earlier, have some snaky vibes for the year of the snake. Fitting for the Lunar New Year, but also a bit confusing since they also have dragon vibes, and the year of the dragon is what we have just left behind in 2024. So these friends are a hybrid. It's just me. There's something about me and hybrids. It keeps happening, especially with dragons. They are dragons, but they don't have wings, just the head of a dragon, and their bodies are snakes. And by bodies, I mean that they each have 3 snake bodies coming from their heads. That is how I am seeing them. That is how they're coming through to me. And what I'm receiving in regards to that is that each body represents a different time, past, present, and future. And that these dragon snakes, I don't really have a name for them yet, they can move and weave through all 3, not only across time, but across dimensions. They are, I believe, associated with Kuan Yin, but she seems to be taking a back seat on this one and letting me be the driver. So both they and I will be your guides for this meditation and activation. Let's go ahead and get into it. If you are open to us accessing your energy field across time and dimensions, as well as to receiving the activation that we have to share, I ask that you simply say yes, either out loud or within your mind. Good. Now, as I take a few moments to drop in and connect with not only our new dragon snake friends, but with your energy field in the present, wherever you might be and whenever you might be listening, I invite you to sit or lie down in a comfortable position, to close your eyes, to rest your palms facing up, either on your lap or at your side, and to begin breathing slowly and deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. As you do so, let go of any thoughts, any emotions, any circumstances that may interfere with your ability to receive. And should they try to come up at any point during this meditation and activation, simply repeat out through my fingers, out through my toes until they pass. Now, I want you to take 3 more slow and deep breaths with me. And with each inhale, I want you to think to yourself, focus on receiving. And with each exhale, I want you to think to yourself, focus on letting go of what need be. Focus on receiving. Focus on receiving. Focus on letting go of what need be. Focus on receiving. Focus on letting go of what need be. Focus on receiving. Focus on letting go of what need be. Good. With both your physical eyes and your mind's eye closed, I want you to start to feel the sensation of our dragon snake friends circling around us in a spiral, moving clockwise. Feel them and the energy emanating from them, surrounding you in an embrace, a gentle breeze growing into a whirlwind that lifts you up. Do not be afraid. Myself, our friends, and all of our guides are here with you, protecting you, your energy field, and your space. Allow yourself to let go and to go with the flow of where we are headed and the work that is to come. And as you feel the whirlwind start to wind down back to a gentle breeze, then ceasing, go ahead and open your mind's eye. Witness yourself standing in an infinite field of tall grass. You are not there alone. We are all still with you. I am still here with you, behind you, holding space, holding open the energy flowing through and around this field. Watching with you as door after door begins rising up from the grass. stretching on as infinitely as the grass, as far as your eyes can see. Each a different color, different design, containing a different light code written upon them. These doors, all of them, they are yours. They are the future probabilities of you, of your higher self, each different than the next, some more so than others, but all probable, all possible. Behind each lies the ability for you to witness that probability through the eyes of your higher future self. Not only that, behind each lies another field of doors of infinite future probabilities that stem from that one, and behind those another, and behind those another. But pay them no mind now. For now, we are focused on the doors in front of you, on the future point in time in which our friends believe you are ready to access, to witness, to begin connecting with and reaching toward. Take a few moments. Look from door to door. Sense the one that calls out to you most. Sense the light code that resonates with you most. And when you are ready, choose it. Call it forward. See it materializing directly in front of you, no matter how far away it previously was. See it there and see yourself reaching for it, tracing the light code on the front of it with your fingers, saving it in your mind before placing your hand on the doorknob, turning it and opening it. What you will see before you will be through the eyes of your higher future self. You may see your family or friends. You may see work. You may see your home. But more importantly, if you continue to witness, you will see yourself working towards your purpose or mission when it comes to your personal journey. What does that look like? What type of work are you doing? Who or what are you helping? Who are your guides, if you can sense or see them? How does seeing all of this make you feel? Witness, notice anything and everything you are able to. I will give you a few moments to do so. I don't know to who or to when they belong, but I am seeing and sensing a lot coming from many doors. Each is beautiful, I'm sure, in their own respect, but what I can see and sense beyond what you each are seeing and sensing individually is the connection, the threads between all of your collective doors. It really is beautiful. It fills me with hope. And I hope your door does the same for you as well. Now, go ahead and take a deep breath. Let all of it sink in and see yourself closing the door and returning to the field. Once again, trace the light code with your fingers. Then take about a dozen steps back and sit down on the grass facing that door. And once you're there, out loud, I want you to say to that door, to that probable future and that probable version of your higher self, I choose you. I commit to choosing you. I commit each and every day to working towards you and beyond you. Good. Now, I want you to focus on the door, on that light code, on the memories of everything that you saw and felt within. As you do so, our dragon snake friends and I are going to surround you and your door and begin traveling and working through the timelines and dimensions which you have existed. Starting first with the here and now, the present. Delving deeper into your current energy field and witnessing not only that which you currently possess, knowledge and abilities that will aid you in your journey to those probabilities, but that which is holding you back from reaching them as well. Blockages, narratives, wounds, thoughts, feelings, disassociation, bypassing anything and everything. We witness these things and we share these things with you, directing your attention to them, raising your awareness of them so that you can begin to embrace or let go of that which you need to in order to move forward. Witness them. Know it is okay if it feels like there's something missing in your knowledge, in your abilities. If what is coming up leaves you unsure of your ability to reach that probable future and that probable version of your higher self, know that they can and you will. Do not doubt that. Know that you have access to all you will ever need. We will give you a few moments to witness as we begin to weave the foundation of a bridge between where you are now and where you have committed to seeing yourself. Weaving, planting energy, kind of like seeds. Seeds of that which you must embrace, that which you must work through, that which you must let go of, and that which you must heal. Good. We now move to past lives, to alternate timelines and dimensions in the past. Your soul aspects all the way back to your highest light body. All that has come before you in the here and now. Delving deeper into the energy fields of those past versions of you, and witnessing not only what they possess, the knowledge and abilities that will aid you in your journey to those probabilities, but that which is holding you back from receiving them. Again, blockages, narratives, most likely wounds, thoughts, feelings, disassociation, bypassing anything and everything. We witness these things and we share these things with you, directing your attention to them, raising your awareness of them so that you can begin to seek those past versions of you, to seek these things that need to be embraced, these things that need to be let go of or healed through the work that you are doing along your journey. Witness them, receive glimpses of that which you have already accessed and that which you still need to. We will give you a few moments to do so as we continue to weave the foundation of a bridge between where you are now and where you have committed to see yourself further, working closer and closer to that door, weaving, planting energy like seeds of that which you must seek out, that you must work through, that you must let go of, that you must heal for yourself and past versions of yourself. Good. As our dragon snake friends and I continue on laying, weaving, planting the final foundation, connecting your present, past, and future across all timelines and dimensions. We share that process with you. Witness it. See the posts of golden energy leading in a path from you to the door you chose, to the door you have made a commitment to. And begin to see the work that needs to be done, the connections that need to be made, the shifts in your consciousness that need to occur so that you can build the bridge further, allowing you to begin crossing it. Know that if at any point, at any post, you visualize the work beginning to feel impossible, now as you witness it, or in the future as you are working towards it, know that it is not impossible. Remember that you have all that you ever need. Remember that you have seen your higher future self living out that future probability already. It already exists. You have already achieved it. You have seen it. You have felt it. It is real. It is there for you, waiting for you to reach it, waiting for you to span the distance into the timeline where it exists. You are ready, and we are ready. We ask that you continue to focus on those posts, on the seeds of awareness for the journey ahead contained within them, as we begin the process of activating them through light language. Activating your remembrance of them, activating your commitment to building upon them, to reaching the future probability you have chosen. Activating your team, your light body, your soul aspects, and of course, your higher self, so that they may aid you in doing so. Arishumokrish kapakadis karapakosh katati. Arashulamakadis karapakosh katakati. Arashulamakadis kalapakosh karapakati. Arishulamakadis kalapakosh katakati. Arishkamakati. Aroshadapakadas kalapakati. Arishulamakadis kalapakatu. Arishulamakadis kalakati. Arishulatorakatiska. Arashulamakadiska buhushkatakati. Kati, kati, kati. Arishmush katapakadis kapakati. Arasulamakotus katapakatas kalapakati. Arishulamakadis kalapakotuska. Arashulamakadis kalakarush katapakati. Kapaktis kapakadus katapaktis kolakate. Arishulakataska. Amishkulamush katapaktis kalakati. Arashulamakatiska. Arishulamakatiska lapukosh katakati. Arishala. Arushulamakatiska la. Arishula. Purush katapakorish katakati. Amisulamuska. Ariska lapukosh katakatis kala. Ariskalamush kalapakati. Arishulamagadis kalapukoshka. Arisulamakush kalapakatis ka. Arashushkarabakashkarabakadiska. Arushkanamagdariskarabakurushkatakati. Arishulama. Areshulitiska. Arushkanamakati. Arashunamakatiskalakatiskala. Ariskanmakatiskalabakushkatabakatiskadabakati. Arisula. 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 Arisulamakati. Aramakati. Sulalamakati skalabakushkatakati. Arishkanamakatiskalabakashkatabakatiska. Arishkanmakashkatamakatiskalamakati. Arashulamakatiskalamakati. Arushkanamakatiskalakatushkatabakatiskalamakati. Arishkanamakushkatamakatiskalamakatiskalamakati. Arushnamakatiskalamakati. Ramakati kalamakati kalamakati. Arushkanamakatiskalabakashkatabakatiskalaku. Arishkanamakushkatakatis kala. Arishkanamakushkatakati. Arishula. Arishkumushkatapakatis-katakata. Ari shulumushkatapakati. Arashunamakatis-ka. Arishkanumushkatapakatis-kati. Arishunamakatis-ka. Arishunamakushkatapakati. Ari Arasulama Ariskamushkatapakatis-katapakati. Arishkamakatiskalapakushkatakati. Arishulaska. Irishkamakatiskalateska. Arishkamushkatapakatiskatapakutiskatapakatiskatapakati. Arishkamakatiskatapakatiska. Urishkanamugurshkatakapakati. Arishkuraskatapakatiskatapu. Araskanamakatiskanamakatiskanamakatis. Arushkanamakatis-kala. Arishkanamakatos-katapakatis-kalapati. Arushkanamakatis-kalapakushkatakati. Arishkala. Arushkanamakatis-kala. Arushkanamakatis-kalakati. Arishuna. Arushkanana. Arishkanamakatis-ka. Arishkanamushkatakatis-kalakatis-kalakati. Arishunamakatis-ka. Aruskalapu. Arishulama. Alishkalakatis-ka. Arishulamakatiskalahushkatakapakati. Arishkanamakatis-kalakatis-ka. Arishulamakatiskalapakushkatakati. Arashunamakatis-kalapakushkatakapakati. Arishulamakati. Arishulamakate. Arashulamakutu. Arishulakati. Arishkanamakatis-kalamakati. Arushkanamakadushkanamakadushkanamakadu. Arashunamakatis-kalapakatis-kalakati. Slakatis-kalakatis-kushkanamakati. Arashushkanapakoshkatakatis-ka. Ari Salo Seli Salushkanamakatis-kalapushka. Ari Shanamakutuskadakati. Ari Shulamakateska. Ara Shulamakaskete. We are complete. As you this experience, these activations, all that you have witnessed, settle in. Close your inner eye and begin breathing slower and deeper in through your nose and out through your mouth. Beginning to feel the sensation of our dragon snake friends circling around us again in a spiral, but this time in reverse, counterclockwise. Feel them and the energy emanating from them, surrounding you in an embrace. A gentle breeze growing into a whirlwind that lifts you and pulls you back down to the present. And as you feel the whirlwind start to wind back down to a gentle breeze, then ceasing, go ahead and start to come back to your surroundings. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, and anywhere else that you feel the need to move. I kind of feel the need to move right now because we worked with a lot of energy throughout this. And when you are ready, open your eyes. Take a few more deep breaths. Ooh-wee. That was definitely an experience for me, and I hope for all of you. You know, when you are doing something for the first time, especially when it's channeled, you never really know what you're going to get. But I like it. I think we laid a solid foundation for you when it comes to your own personal journey. Something for you to begin working on and towards, as well as a solid foundation for how I can access and use the ability I have received in my own journey moving forward for myself and for helping others. I'm definitely looking forward to developing it more, to expanding it into a more in-depth and personal experience, into more than just laying posts and planting seeds, through one-on-one work in the future. And I'm definitely gonna have to work on harnessing all this energy, the additional abilities, because it is a lot more tingly and a lot more heat and everything else in my palms than what my usual Reiki work is. It is definitely a whole nother level. So I'm gonna have to work on harnessing it a bit, I think, and figuring out how to work with it in a comfortable way. Just like, we kind of have to do the same thing when we start working with the void of spending more and more time there and adjusting to that. But still looking forward to it. All abilities, like journeys, have to start somewhere, and practice makes perfect. Thank you for joining me for this meditation and activation. And I suppose thank you for being sort of my guinea pigs as well. I am very grateful for that. And I hope that this Lunar New Year brings you nothing but good things and nothing but hope despite everything that is going on around us. Ariska makati.